How's it going today at Nomad Mobile Maintenance and Repair? This is every tool you need to replace a power steering pump on your 2011 to 2015 Infiniti G37. This is going to apply to also most likely the 350 or 370Z from Nissan. Not totally sure. I'm sure there's a few differences, but I would say not many. You're going to need a flat-headed screwdriver. That's going to be for getting the intake pipes and for prying on the clips that hold the wiring harness in on the cooling fans. Pair of pliers, that's for getting the spring clips on the hoses. 3/8 ratchet wrench. This is going to be for getting the bolts off, as well as this is the size of the tensioner. So you're going to use this to back off the tensioner, and then obviously to get the other bolt off. You need the 24 millimeter to get the high pressure line off. I stepped this down to a 3/8 with a reducer, and then a 9-inch extension. You could just use a 1/2-inch wrench, but this is what I had. I thought it was a little bit easier. You're gonna need a 12 mil. Semi-deep would work probably great as well, but I used a deep because that's what I grabbed first. A 14. This one also in semi-deep would be better, but this is what I had, so I was able to make it work. And then I used this to bring it out a little bit so I could do it by hand rather than having to use the ratchet the entire time. And then a 10 short with the extension that's going to be get the bolts for the overflow tank and the fan housing and a bunch of other stuff like that. But that's every tool that you need for the power steering pump replacement on a Infiniti G37. Thank you so much for joining. This is Nomad Mobile Maintenance and Repair.